like to welcome you to the Ask a Spy Q&A panel. And over 30 years that he was involved in the spy business, he's certainly accumulated many interesting tales and stories. I want to give you Dr. J. Anthony DeMarmol.
Hi. I actually a little kid in Cuba. What I know, nothing, with 12 years old. My father is an idealist. My father probably bring to me those feelings and that blood. My great-grandfather, great-great-great-grandfather is a major general in the war against the liberation to Spain, Donato del Marmol and Tamayo. I was just a kid in a family, middle class in Cuba. What a kid with 12 years old know. In the middle of the revolution, they're killing people, they put in bombs. I see the bombs hiding in my house, in the compartment in the old piano we have. It came to the dictator. Finally, the revolution win, and we feel like we are free people, and the dictator is over. Little we know, the biggest dictator is coming ahead. I came to be a commander to the junior army. Castro gave me personally my first pistol and nominate me a commander to the junior army to create a new army for the Cuban. Youngest commander in the revolution. With 12 years old, got a gun, I got a building, I got trucks, I got jeeps, I got anything I asked for. And I told my uncle, I got to leave the country. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be part of this. And I know they're not going to let me get out of it. What I doing? I had to leave the country. And my uncle sit down as an older man, hear me out with very strong patience, see me crying with tears in my eyes, the frustration and as a rebel I am, because I've been a rebel all my life. And he said, then, if you actually against the revolution, I have to report you to the government. And I stand up, and when I stand up, he calmed me down, he put his hand on my shoulder and I said, sit down. I just want to run a test to you, to see to what point, what stage you really not being sent to these guys to entrap me. I wanted to know if your real feelings are what you're telling me. I will help you, but I don't want you to leave the country. I want you to stay here with us. You are a very valuable asset for us because you're close to Castro and all his ministers and commanders. And I say, what are you proposing to me? I want you to work with us, with the resistance. We are the people who don't like Castro and we agree with you. I work with the Central Intelligence and with the intelligence around the world. We working with the intelligence community to try to bring this guy down. What we consider is not good for Cuba. When the leader died, or his brother, they got already groomed all his sons, all his family. The one they think they already picked, it will be the cherry pick for the whole bunch, and that is going to be the one going to be the new leader. That will continue it for the many years ahead, until one day something happened like in the Soviet Union and in those countries, where every single one in the country go to the streets and don't care about losing their life, and they have to change the way. But the simple fact that one leader die or get older is not change in the communist and Marxist-Leninist regimes, and history proved that. Che Guevara actually made the masterpiece to convert this man with the idol for millions of people into communist leader. Then that man not only controlled that little island, he got to keep and hack the biggest nation in earth, United States of America. Because Che Guevara says so much horrible things about Castro. They say, hell with this, what we did. That is a great job.
They published it without reading.
Without reading.
Oh,
You know why?
No.
Listen, if you and me work together for so long, and you have a mission, and you're supposed to go to Bolivia and bring communists and Marxists there, and we are in the same level and the same work, and you're not going to even if you have any animosity, you're not going to put it in writing because it's against to that cause.
Yeah.
Because they trust Che, and he say, no problem. Whatever Che writes, go. I spy for the international community intelligence. They had to train you in order to use survive. And the person in charge to give me that training got an extremely good benefit, and I survived. It's my uncle, my father's brother. Espionage work in very crazy ways. You can have all the best training in the war. You can be teaching all the tricks in the war, but in the last minute, that door's supposed to be open, somebody close it. You don't have no way to get out of here. And they're going to catch you in the morning here, and you're going to be executed because for treason. Then you have to find a way to justify either why you're here or find another exit from this room. That is the importance to the intelligence to be able to improvise in those moments. And I'm coming to be an expert in improvising. You have to go from one city to another. And you got all the gauges and the gadgets you need to what you're going to do. Before you can't run out of gas. Because you're so worried about you get to point A to point B that you don't look and you know how much gas you got left. Then you have to create a way to not only to hide what you have in the car, but be executing the plan as you initially start. Then you either have to stall a car, you either have to find somebody, stop a good Samaritan, and convince that person to take you from point B to point A to point B, where you can take another vehicle and come in and recuperate where you live high in some place. And I say, if you don't have the power to improvise in situations like that, you never not only finish what you want to do, you will be cut and you want to be killed. And I come to be very good in improvisations. The difference in between the free war and the democracies and the communist or Marxist-Leninist regimes are there's no freedom. They can arrest anyone for whatever reason they want. They don't have to have a court order or warning or nothing. It's multiple groups in there trying to overthrow Castro and his entourage, but because they have such a control over the population, you cannot go in Cuba and buy a can of paint you have to have a receipt for the government of what you want the paint for. In other words, you're going to get that paint to use it to drop it in a building, to make a protest or whatever, they're going to know immediately that is the paint coming from that particular place, and they go directly and arrest you. It's very difficult when you have a state-controlled government to do any sin against to that government. And the people do anything against to the government, eventually get executed in the firing squad. You are very privileged people to live in this country. I've been all over the world, and I'm telling you, the rights we have in this country, we don't have it anywhere in the world. Defend our freedom, even if it's with your own blood, for your future generations. And don't be an immigrant as me for the rest of your life. Thank you very much. You have a great evening.